Property tax payment reminder, December 2022, first installment. It's that time again to pay your property taxes, the first installment of it. Hi, I'm Amol Heda with Keller Williams Bay Area Estates and author of Thriving Through Ownership. Just wanted to take this time out. We're just getting done with Thanksgiving and it's now time to pay property taxes. I'll just add a couple things there. Number one, owners pay property taxes. If you're a renter, you don't pay property taxes. So, where do the owners bring that property tax money from? How come they can pay property taxes? People think that that's the cost that they just have to add and keep paying. Far from it. Tenants or renters do not capture appreciation and put it in their pocket, whereas owners capture appreciation and put it in their pockets. So, in California, we have only 1.25% property tax, and the appreciation, if you go look at one of my previous videos about the stock market and real estate keeping pace in terms of growth or appreciation, the growth rate has been about 7.5% over the last 60 or 70 years. So 7%, would you pay 1.25% of property tax to keep 7 or 8% every year for the last 50 or 70 years? I would. And so that's the secret to it. Now, why do I do this property tax reminder? I do this property tax reminder because I don't want any of my clients to forget that paying the property taxes. If you forget to pay the property taxes, the penalty is 10% and there is interest charged on the property tax payment due. I don't want any of my clients, friends or family to forget that. This year, I did forget. So until now, I had a rule that I won't pay any of my property taxes on any of my properties until I did this video, so that I would be accountable for paying my property taxes, or I would be accountable for you sending this video out to remind you to pay your property taxes. So, but last year, I forgot to pay property taxes on one of my own properties, and I paid the penalty and the fine because I paid the rest of them but missed on one. So this year my wife took control and she paid off all the property taxes before even I could do this video. So I generally post this video around the 1st or 2nd of December because the first installment for this year is due, it's due 10th of November, but you will be fined penalties and interest starting the 10th of December. So that's when it gets defaulted. For me and several of my clients that own multiple properties, I would hate to pay that like a few months ahead of time. It's just a cash flow management for me that I pay the property taxes just like 3 or 4 days before they're due. If it is 10 properties that you own, you will want to keep that money for as long as you can, and then pay it off when it is due. So let's now go over the same property tax payment cycle that you should be following every year, and when I do my video, it's the same video that comes up. So the acronym for how the property taxes should be due and paid is no darn fooling around. So the property tax period on any property starts from 1st of July and it ends on 30th June of next year. The first installment becomes due in November, on the 10th of November, but it's considered as default, or you will be charged interest and late fees on 10th of December. So you have a 1 month grace period. Similarly, for the second installment, it becomes due on 10th of February and it defaults, or you will be charged late fees and penalties on 10th of April. So November, December, February, April. No darn fooling around. That's how you remember. Now, for those clients that I helped them buy this year, they will be assessed at their current purchase price. And typically, the previous purchase price would be lower and the new purchase price is going to be higher. So the difference between these two purchase prices or the assessed values is going to be called as supplemental property tax. And you will be receiving a bill for paying the supplemental tax as and when the county updates its records of the assessed value of the property. One last thing, when you are a homeowner and live in it as a primary, like you bought a home and you are living in it yourself, you can file for something called as a homestead exemption. Homestead exemption reduces the value of your home by $7,000. It's a joke. These days with $2 million or $2.25 million of average home value, what does 7,000 do? Not really much. But anyways, you save 7,000 times 1.25, which is like probably a dinner outside in this inflation, that much money. But the more important effect of the filing your home as a primary is that it gives you something called as a homestead exemption, and that's that $7,000. Not just that, if you by some chance are not able or cannot pay your property taxes in the future and your property is completely free and clear, the county does not come against you while you are living in that property. So for now, just remember to pay your property taxes before the 10th. These days, in all the counties that I'm helping my clients buy within 75 miles from the Bay Area, every county has an online tax payment system. You do not have to waste a stamp, or you don't have to write a check and walk your envelope to the post office. So long as you are postmarked for payment, or if you made the payment by bank, you're using your bank account, you will not be paying any late fees. And you don't need a check and you don't need a postage stamp or an envelope by just going and paying online. But caution, do not use your credit card to make the payment, because credit card, they charge you fees of 2 or 2.5% depending on each county and who their partner is. They will charge you a lot of fees. So use your bank account or a debit card number, and that will save you money. Pay your property taxes on time. See you until my next one. Thank you. Bye.